Hi everyone, my name is Matt Williams. I'm a tutor in politics here at Jesus College at the University of Oxford. Today I'm going to talk you through a past Oxford interview question for law. The question is this: does law create morality, or does morality create law? Now, the best way to start on this, or indeed any Oxford interview question, is to start thinking out loud and answer the question for yourself. Don't try and tell us what you think some famous commentator or philosopher might think is the answer to this question. Tell us what you think the answer to this question is. So I might start by saying, well, it makes sense to me that probably in this chicken and egg dilemma, morality came before law. Okay, and then the interviewers will want you to expand. They'll ask you to define your terms. Now again, they want you to define your terms. They want you to tell them what you think words like law and morality mean. They don't want you to reach for a dictionary definition. So I might say something like, well, if we take morality as being an idea or set of ideas that a group or an individual proclaim as how we should or should not behave, then the law is a rule or set of rules as to what we can or cannot do. So it might make sense intuitively that the ideas about what we should do will come before the rules as to what we can do, and hence morality will precede law. Now then the interviewers will try and challenge your position. They're not doing this because they want you to feel small or silly. They're just trying to stress test your ideas to try and make them stronger. So they might say, for example, well, what about a scenario which is pretty common, if not universal, that actually the morality that is being implemented as law is not a universally held morality. It's often the ideas as to how a society should be governed that come from a particularly small and very unrepresentative elite. And those small elitist groups are telling the rest of society how to behave. And hence their sort of unrepresentative morality becomes law, which then becomes the morality for the rest of us. So the law, in that instance for many people, precedes the morality. Okay. Another possibility is that laws in some jurisdictions diffuse across borders. So for example, New Zealand was the first country to give women the right to vote. And that was, if you like, the first domino in a series of falling dominoes that led to lots of countries around the world giving women the right to vote shortly thereafter. So it could be that the law in New Zealand influenced the morality in other countries. Now what the interviewers are doing here is not trying to tell you that you're wrong and that you need to change your ideas. They're just trying to see how you think, and they're trying to test you. Ultimately, under the surface of this question is a bigger question about what law is and where it comes from. Is law entirely human-made, just an artifact? Or is it somehow part of our nature? Do we discover something about ourselves as a species as we make laws? That's the bigger swirling question to have a think about here, and the interviewers will help you think about it. You're not expected to know anything in advance. You're not expected to know any particular examples. You're just being asked to think and show how you can solve this complicated problem. So have a think about it and tell me what you think the answer is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. Bye now.